Hi guys, Emmanuel here. I hope you are doing amazing today. Joshua is here with us. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Long time no see. I'm really glad to see you again, bro. You look great. You look great.
I do. Actually, I'm so excited to have you back because you were missing in action. I was worried about your health, by the way.
Yeah, I've been kind of sick, but I'm getting back on track. Hopefully, I will be totally healthy in a couple of weeks. But yeah, I've been doing great lately, so so glad to have for that.
You look much better though.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, today we're going to be discussing expectations in a call center versus reality. So, can you think of an expectation that you may have when you start working in production?
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is when you have to ask the customer several times for the same piece of information. I mean, when this customer is telling you a difficult name that you haven't heard of, and the order number that he's giving you is totally unheard of. So you have to ask, could you please repeat that for me one more time? And the customer is pretty mad at you because you are not able to understand him, and he's about to escalate you. And bro, the expectation was that the first call was going to be amazing, but the fact is quite the contrary. The first call is the most difficult customer ever, and he and his name is totally not understandable. So that's the first scenario that I have.
That sounds hilarious, but it's totally true. It's a reality. So the second thing I can think of is thinking that you're going to receive only 5 or 10 calls a day. But the reality is that you may receive 90 or even 100 calls during your shift. That's the reality, right? Yeah, some people think that no, I'm just going to help 5 customers today, but no, those 5 customers turn into 100 customers in reality.
Bro, that reminds me that the last customer, the last call center that I was working on, they have like a green period of 1 minute. Bro, I was so happy about it. I mean, just 1 minute of green time, just 1 minute, and I was so fucking happy, bro, because
Just
there was
one
a
minute?
1 minute.
Oh no. Actually,
Yeah.
now that you mentioned that, I remember that the first call center I worked, I would have only 45 seconds of green time. 45 seconds.
Wow,
And
bro.
and that makes me think of another expectation. Some people think that, for example, they have one customer on the line, they finish talking to that customer, and they think that they can go into auxiliary mode for 10 minutes. But no, they are not allowed to do
No.
that because if they do it, they can get a warning or it could impact negatively your metrics, etc. So technically you are not allowed to go into auxiliary mode for longer than 1 minute because that minute, I mean that 1 minute is for typing, writing down your notes or anything, and then boom, the next call comes in. Boom, the next call comes in, and you have to do that over and over and over during your whole shift.
Totally. Totally. And that brings to the table another specific scenario that is well, it's practically the same. It's regarding the ACW, meaning that handling time. When you are not able to handle the calls within the specific time that your company set for that specific call, you will get in trouble. As you mentioned before, probably you're going to receive a warning. But what I'm talking about is regarding um, you are trying to help people. You have to do it fast. You have to do it in the minimum time possible because that will affect your metrics, as you stated before. But the most important thing here is that you won't be able to ask for help, or you won't be able to read your manual most of the times. So you have to be totally, um, totally, I mean, in, in charge of the situation.
Yeah. So something else that people think, or another expectation that people may have, is that they expect the customer to be patient, to be nice, to be gentle, to be courteous all the time. But the reality is that as soon as the customer starts yelling at you and gets upset, that could affect you psychologically. So that is very hard for some people. And actually, some women may end up crying because I remember I experienced that at my workplace. Some coworkers of mine ended up crying after listening to those customers totally mad and upset. So that's another expectation that people think that they may have in a call center. Customers are not nice. Customers are not um, that gentle. So the reality is different.
Another expectation is thinking that the people you get surrounded by when you went through the training, the people that passed the training with you is going to be around in the next couple of weeks. I'm
That's
talking
so
about
funny.
jumpers.
Okay, let me describe it for a moment. First day of training, 40 people. Second day, 30 people. Third day, 20 people. Fourth day, 15. The last day, 2 people. Production
Ah,
day, it's
bro,
only you. Yeah, it's a reality. It's a reality. Because
that's the
most of those
reality. Yes.
people quit because they are not interested. Maybe they lose interest, they get overwhelmed. I mean, there are multiple reasons why they quit because maybe they are not cut out for it. I mean, etc. There is many reasons why that happens. So the
But the
reality
reason
is
why I
different.
mentioned that, but the reason why I mentioned that specifically is because the motivational part, the psychological part. I don't want you to give up. You have to remain on that job because that's what you have to do. Unless that job is a shitty place, I mean, the environment and things like that. But if not, if you are seeing people quitting, letting go, letting go, you have to stick to your goal. So that's the part that the most important part.
Right. So, guys, if you can think of another expectation versus reality thing, please let us know in the comments. We'll be excited and even curious about your experiences, about your expectations. So, feel free to drop us a comment down below. Thank you for watching this video and see you next time.